Eventually, awakening won't matter to you. I'm Jim Tolles. I'm a spiritual teacher. Been doing this since 2010. You can find me at spiritualawakeningprocess.com. Please sign up to my newsletter. It's down in the description. It's a better way to stay in touch. I also offer online classes, groups, and one-on-one work. Eventually, awakening doesn't matter to you. It's just a moment, and then that moment passed. One of the messages I want to reinforce again and again is it's about using that moment to look inside ourselves and start looking for reality. What is real? Who am I? Those are powerful questions. If somebody's awakening moment was particularly good, it becomes this thing that they want to hold on to and repeat, and that's a trap. If it's not, then they want to get away from it and want to forget about it. But whatever that moment, because it's often a moment that people really look at, whatever it is, it will disappear into memory. And we should let it disappear into memory. Because this is a path about surrendering to what is here now. In surrendering to what is here now, we learn to see ourselves and we learn to see reality. In seeing reality, we're forced into acceptance or denial. We can always deny. It's just what it is. But if we surrender and we see and we accept, then for many people we start to see that there are real problems. There are things that are not us interacting with reality. There are things that are us interacting with illusions. It's like, oh, this person loves me. It's like, do they? Or is that just an idea in your head you're projecting onto them? Oh, my job is terrible. Is it? Or is that just an idea in your head projected onto the situation in front of you? And so we get serious about this and we start doing our own work and letting go of these things. And that includes letting go of this whole idea of being spiritual or awakened or any of that. And you're just here now. You're just here now. That's the whole story. That's all the videos, all the blog posts that I've done and other true teachers are doing. We're just telling you you're here now. And you can choose how you live if you want to. Or you can repeat ego patterns and biological patterns till the day you die. Because spiritual freedom, the reality that you're already free to make these choices, it doesn't ever stop you from choosing the same old choice over and over till the day you die. And there's lots of different things that come along, getting used to releasing attachments and what that's like and seeing that it's real and that you can do it and yada, yada, yada. And eventually this whole thing around awakening just doesn't matter. You're just living life. Just go live life. And of course, we have to do this work if we want to, because otherwise we just do the old patterns. And that's the humbling thing. That's the thing that unfortunately doesn't get realized till after you've let go of a bunch of attachments. But you realize that you weren't living life before. You're just running patterns. So when the ego says, well, I'm just here now, why do all this inner work, blah, blah, blah. It's like because you're just going to run the same patterns if you don't do the inner work. You're going to date the same types of people or have the same types of relationship with your current people in your life. You're going to do the same types of jobs, and you're just going to do the same thing over and over again. It's not going to change. And those small little changes that people sometimes see, like letting go of an alcohol addiction, that's a small change because it's not a core issue. Alcoholism is the type of thing that's trying to address surface level issues that are addressing mid-level issues, which are addressing core issues, right? So it's way up there. So the alcohol can drop off and everyone's like, wow, this is a big change. Great. That's great. Please don't confuse me as being dismissive of how great it is to not be an alcoholic, but usually something else steps in to serve the core issue, mid-level issue, and surface issues that have not gone. And those patterns continue to repeat. Now they're repeating with work, where we'll reward you heavily with money for being a workaholic instead of being an alcoholic. It's not different. Best thing awakening can do is to be inspiration. And after it's done being inspiration, we don't need to build a story out of it. People often want to hear like, what's your story, Jim? It's like, I don't care about my story. That's just me like remembering a fraction, less than a percentage of the experiences of my life, reformulating them into a context that sounds linear and saying, hey, look at this. And it's like, I don't care. I'm just here now. I am interested in what does it mean to live a healthy life in this modern society. That's just seems to be the most natural thing for me to look at. And I can tell you, like, taking care of your body and taking care of community are foundational to that. Taking care of the environment is foundational to that. You don't have to believe me. You do just have to do your work. You have to want to do it. And the more you do the work, the more you won't care about awakening, or you don't have to have an awakening, by the way. Whatever got you started, eventually you don't care. It was just a starting point. Was it important? Sure. Kind of like birth. Birth was important, but I don't think about whatever that day was like when I was a baby, leaving my mother, entering the world. Awakening won't matter. It won't become an identity if you're really doing this work. It's just an important pivot that you can build upon or not. Those of us who have, find out we're building less, we're taking away more. And the less we are, the better we are. The less of an ego, the less of a person with a story. The more we can just see what's here unfiltered and respond to it as best we can. And that's a pretty amazing gift that we can all have if we want it, if we want to unlearn all the beliefs that we keep trying to secretly protect. If those beliefs don't exist, and they just get in the way. Awakening is a stripping away until it's just you and life, and you are life. And there's no you in life because you're all one. Please share this with others. Thanks for your time today. Bye for now.